I want to have a quick conversation with you about HostGator domain registrar. So this is a basic. When you hear the term or the name HostGator, you got to think about hosting, right? But this platform offers also domain registration. So we want to focus on domain registration into this conversation. So here is the introduction I want you to really think about. When you think about HostGator, I want you to focus on seamless integration with other services. So HostGator's domain registration services offer seamless convenience and affordability, especially when you bundle the domain registration offer with hosting. However, its average renewal rates, in our view, potential upsells, and lack of advanced features make other registrars more appealing if you want long-term value, especially if you are focusing on scalability, if you value transparency, and if you want to have a wider range of domain management tools. So that's really important to think about, because when you go with a domain, it's not just about the short term, right? Because the domain actually is part of your identity, your corporate identity, your personal identity, and also it really fits into your branding. So it has to have a scalable aspect to it, a long-term aspect to it. So what are the pros and cons here when we think about HostGator domain registrar? The pros first. It offers reliable hosting services. It provides a user-friendly control panel. So we love that a lot because the control panel is very user-friendly. It's very seamless. That's fantastic. It features a variety of hosting plans. So that's really cool. So when you're thinking about domain registrar, it's not just domain registrar, but also think about hosting, also SSL certificates. And what we love about HostGator also is that it includes a money-back guarantee. So whenever we have a provider that offers a money-back guarantee, it says a lot about the seriousness of that provider. So we appreciate that a lot. What about the cons here? Well, you might face inconsistent customer support. This provider may charge higher renewal prices, so be very careful here. So don't fall for those abysmally low initial prices. There is a potential for occasional downtime. And HostGator actually requires also additional fees for certain features, so be very careful there. Now let's talk about who HostGator domain registrar is really best for, and then I'll tell you who it is not really right for, so you have a clear idea about the contrast, about the delta. So first of all, you want to embrace HostGator if you own a small business and let's just say you want an affordable, easy to use, good performance and reliability, 24/7 customer support, shared hosting plan. Nothing complicated, straightforward, and from A to Z, you have clarity in the process. You want to go with HostGator in that sense. If you are a blogger, and let's say you require unlimited storage bandwidth, you want free SSL certificate, you want one-click WordPress installation, and a free domain for the first year, then you want to go for HostGator. Not a problem. Straightforward. They'll take care of you. Not a problem. And you also want to consider this domain registrar if you run a reselling business and you want to really think about, because HostGator has a reseller hosting plans. They have a white label control panel. They have a private name service and 24/7 support for resellers. So you can take advantage of that aspect of things. Now, do not go for HostGator in certain instances, okay? And I'm going to tell you, especially when it comes to the depth and breadth of the service you can have with HostGator. For example, you want to shop for other alternatives if you are a budget conscious shopper, because HostGator likes to play games in the second year or the third year. Like the initial year, they give you like an abysmally low price, only to hike it in the second year or third year. I mean, those shenanigans, they play those shenanigans, those pricing shenanigans a lot. I mean, they're not the only one. To be fair, HostGator is not the only player that plays that. I mean, GoDaddy does it. Bluehost does it. DreamHost does it. A2 Hosting does it. Okay. So if you're a shop conscious shopper, you want to really be careful here. You also want to shop for other alternatives if you are a tech savvy person, if you have a high traffic website, if you focus on privacy, or if you require specific domain needs. So this is a problem this could be a problem for you if you go with HostGator. Let's talk about the use cases here. So what HostGator domain registrar really offers, you can see on the price here, you can see on the screen here, an idea, like a representative idea of what the pricing is with HostGator, right? And so, you know, the .com, .net, the TLD, the top level domain, and their pricing. So you can see that .com is always the most expensive, .com and .net. So get ready to enjoy packs of benefits using HostGator, such as you have domain registration, domain management features, integration with hosting, other perks you like, okay? So basically, when we talk about domain registration, you can enjoy a wide range of popular TLDs. For domain management features, you can prepare to use a user-friendly control panel for basic domain management tasks. Set your DNS records, email forwarding, and domain locking hassle-free, and access optional domain privacy protection for an additional fee. You also had to think about integration with hosting. So HostGator offers a seamless integration with its web hosting services, and you are able to automatically point your domain to your HostGator hosting account for easy setup. And you have other perks you like, including website builder tools and SSL certificates for added security, and 24/7 support via phone, chat, and email. So that's really good. When we talk about HostGator domain registrar, there are also certain details you need to think about. First of all, you have the fact that you have a lot of TLDs. That's fantastic already. Right off the bat, it's really cool. A lot of TLDs. So you have flexibility in choosing a suitable domain extension for your websites. And this could be related to geography, to the niche, to the specific purpose that you have. And the registration process is really very user-friendly. So you have a very user-friendly interface. So everybody can access it, not a problem. If you don't have technical knowledge, you can still go through it, not a problem. And HostGator actually offers domain privacy protection as an optional add-on. So this is actually to enhance privacy. So this service helps shield personal information associated with the domain from being publicly visible in WHOIS databases, adding an extra layer of security for domain owners. Now, the thing is that they're charging you extra for this, but other players, they actually do it for free. For instance, Ionos does it for free. I want to talk to you about the value added here. So where does HostGator domain registrar stand out? Let's have a clear idea about that. Now, when it comes to domain hosting and other website services, you can actually, you can't really corner HostGator because it's gaining more and more reputation through its user-friendly interface, wide range of TLDs, domain privacy protection, transparent pricing structure, management tools, promotions and discounts, and reliability and support. Now, I want to talk quickly about promotions and discounts. So HostGator periodically offers promotions or discounts on domain registration, providing you with potential cost savings. So this approach makes its services more appealing if you are on the lookout for affordable domain solutions. Okay. In terms of reliability and support, fantastic. While customer support can vary, HostGator has a reputation for providing reliable hosting services. So that's really good. So you can see that the HostGator domain registrar they really they stand out in a lot of areas. Now, there are certain areas where they actually fall short. So, for instance, you have privacy protection. Though this privacy protection, as I said a little earlier, will cost you extra, even though players such as GoDaddy and Ionos are offering this for free. You have promotional pricing versus renewal rates. So HostGator, like many registrars, offers promotional pricing for the initial registration period, but you need to be aware that renewal rates are often higher. So this can lead to cost increases you do not really envision. You also have inconsistent customer support. This could be a problem. So what happens here is that we have seen in our research that some users report inconsistent experiences with HostGator's customer support, citing delays or variability in response quality. So don't forget that reliable and prompt support is crucial for domain-related issues, making this a potential drawback in our view. You can also have the occasional downtime. So while HostGator aims for reliability, There have been occasional reports of downtime, and this can be a concern for you if you want uninterrupted access to your website and associated services. Let's say if you're selling, if you have an e-commerce website and you're selling like crazy, you're driving traffic like crazy, and you don't want the website to be down anyway, right? Because that's a loss of revenue for you. So you got to think about those things a lot. And also think about additional fees for certain features. So HostGator charges extra fees for certain advanced features or services. You need to carefully review the pricing details to understand the full cost implications and avoid funny surprises. So what are the tactics here? So how do you qualify and apply for a HostGator domain registrar? Very simple. It takes 2 to 3 minutes. You need to create a HostGator account. Okay, go to the platform and you just need to provide basic information and choose a username, password. Voila, you're just good to go. You want to choose a hosting plan. Now this is optional though. It really depends on what you want. While domain registration and hosting are separate services, HostGator offers both. So if you're also interested in hosting, select an appropriate hosting plan. If you only want domain registration, you can skip this step. And you want to search for your desired domain. So you want to use a HostGator's domain search tool to check the availability of the domain name you desire. If it's still available, you can proceed to register it. And you want to complete registration details. So fill out the required information for domain registration, including your contact details and payment information. So that's really important to think about. And be sure to provide accurate information, as this is crucial for domain ownership. All the time, it's always crucial. Okay, and you also want to choose at this point optional add-ons. So basically decide if you want to include any optional add-ons such as domain privacy protection or additional features, and this may come, as I said earlier, with extra cost. And that's it. You want to review and confirm. So just make sure that you read the fine prints, because before finalizing the registration, review your order to ensure accuracy. Pay attention to the terms and conditions, pricing details, and any additional services you select. And then you make the payments. So they take all kinds of payments, let's say conduits. So HostGator typically accept various payment methods, including credit cards, debit cards, and PayPal, and complete verification and confirmation, and that's it. So you are good to go really fast. So depending on the domain extension and registrar requirements, you need to verify your contact information. Follow any instructions HostGator provides to complete this process real fast. Let's talk about rivals here. Let's talk about competition. So what are the alternatives to HostGator? You need to HostGator domain registrar. You need to think about Namecheap. That's for sure. You have SiteGround. That's another one, another good one. You also have Bluehost. But when we talk about, I just want to focus on those two so we have a clear idea what we're talking about. So when you talk about Namecheap, for instance, this is a popular domain registrar and a web hosting company famous for its user-friendly platform and affordable services. With a vast selection of domain extensions available, Namecheap makes it easy for you to find and register the domain names of your choice. The company stands out for its transparent pricing, offering competitive rates for domain registration and renewal, often including free domain privacy protection. And so Namecheap also provides various hosting solutions, including shared hostings. You have share hosting, WordPress hosting, and VPS hosting, catering to different website needs. Additionally, its intuitive control panel allows you to manage domains and hosting settings easily. And popular for excellent customer support and a commitment to online security, what we have seen is that Namecheap is a popular choice you can embrace if you are looking for a cost-effective and reliable domain and hosting solutions. The second alternative I want to share with you is actually SiteGround. And SiteGround is great also for hosting, by the way. So SiteGround is primarily a web hosting company that stands out for its commitment to speed, security, and customer service. With data centers strategically present worldwide, SiteGround ensures fast loading times for websites through features like SSD storage and the latest technologies. Security is a top priority, and the company implements proactive measures such as daily backups and a custom firewall to safeguard your website. And SiteGround offers various hosting solutions, and including shared hosting, cloud hosting, and dedicated servers, catering to different scalability needs. And so this is kind of cool. And we love the fact that you have exceptional customer support. You have 24/7 assistance via live chat, phone, and ticketing system. Is really fantastic. And what about reviews here? Overall, the reviews on HostGator domain registrar are positive. I mean, you're talking about more than 5,000 customer reviews on Trustpilot, ranking the rating actually this service a 4.2 out of 5. So that's really fantastic. And happy clients appreciate the platform for responsive customer support, excellent hosting service, among others. So that's really cool. Let me give you a few pro tips before we close to this conversation. So when you think about HostGator domain registrar, you have to really understand that whether you go with HostGator or another player, you want to research the reputation of the player before you actually sign up, right? You want to look into the HostGator's reputation by checking reviews and testimonials. You want to choose a company with positive feedback regarding reliability, customer support, and security. You also want to compare pricing. So it's important to compare domain registration prices across different registrars, such as HostGator versus Namecheap or SiteGround or Bluehost. Be wary of hidden fees and ensure that the renewal costs are transparent to avoid surprises later. You want to check additional services. So you want to evaluate additional services HostGator offers, such as domain management tools, privacy protection, and customer support options. Ensure that this platform offers the features that you really need. Don't really go gung-ho into features that you don't need. And you want to review terms and conditions. So carefully read the fine print, pay attention to renewal policies, transfer processes, and any restrictions that can affect your ability to manage the domain over time. And you also want to prioritize security. So you want to assess the registrar's security measures, look for features like two-factor authentication, DNS SEC support, and secure domain transfer processes so that you can safeguard your domain from unauthorized access or transfers. So as a recap here, when you think about HostGator, I want you to think about a well-established web hosting provider that is popular for its user-friendly interface and reliable service, and offering a range of hosting plans from shared to dedicated servers. HostGator caters to various needs. Its customer support receives praise for responsiveness and helpfulness. And with competitive pricing and a straightforward website builder, HostGator appeals to your needs whether you are a beginner or experienced user. However, just remember that some users have reported occasional performance issues, emphasizing the importance of considering individual website requirements before committing to a hosting plan with HostGator or even a domain registration plan. So in closing, to this conversation, I spoke to you about HostGator domain registrar. I gave you a review of the service. I gave you the introduction, the use cases, the value added, the tactics, the pro tips, and now the closing arguments. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.